Shalom family. Call hello, Yahawah Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahawah Kakodash. I want to say salutations to the brothers out there that's pushing the truth, that's pushing the word, laboring the word, pushing the gospel of this great kingdom that's soon to come. Shalom to the sisters out there that's listening in, that's remaining true to the faith and faithful to their husbands and guiding their children. Humble, humility, meekness. Shalom to the 12 tribes that are scattered abroad throughout throughout the four corners of the earth. And salutations to you all, Barakatha. Let me see. This is going to be it's going to be a lesson on, the animals that the Most High has placed on this planet. You know, um, the wildlife is essentially catching tune with the vibration that's going on. You know what I'm saying? Spiritually, everyone knows. Everyone knows that Esau's kingdom is crumbling. Everyone knows this. You know what I'm saying? You have a whole an entire slogan talking about make America great again. You know what I mean? So in order to make America great again, and that means it must not be as great as what it once was to you people. You know? And that's one of the things that has to change. So like that's one of the things that has to change. Has to change. Esau has to be taken down. The Edomites must be taken down. These so-called white people, they have to be taken down. You know what I'm saying? They've they've done nothing but spread wickedness throughout this entire planet. And as a result of the Israelites losing their control over the planet, the Edomites are ruling it. And when the Edomite rules it, it's nothing but wickedness. The animals suffer greatly. It wasn't just the Israelites that you know that were greatly suffering under under Esau's oppression. It was also the animals. You know what I mean? Like I want y'all to look at this picture real closely. You got an Edomite couple. These Edomites are sick. They are sick. They literally think that death is romantic. This is this is how sick it is, man. Yahawah said, because they have not hated blood, blood shall pursue these crackers. Blood is going to pursue them. Because they did not hate blood. No, what they'll do is they'll bathe in blood. You know what I'm saying? They'll eat bloody meat. Right? They'll have sex on a woman's period while she's gushing out blood. It's just nothing but wickedness with these people. It's nothing but wickedness with this people. And it's sick, man. It's sickness. It's sickening. They are the border of wickedness, as it is written in Malachi chapter 1, verse 4. They are the wicked. And they've got to go. So let's get into this lesson. It's going to be a long lesson, so bear with me on this. You know what I'm saying? But it's got to come out, man. It's got to come out. I got some things to show you, you know, and you're going to see exactly why the Israelite, you see, people call the Hebrew Israelites, they say the black Hebrew Israelites. No, there's no black, no, we are the Hebrew Israelites. We are the Israelites that descend from the children of Israel back in the times of Moses, back from the times of Joseph, back from the times of of King David, King Solomon, all of them, they looked like the so-called Negro. See what I'm saying? Before y'all did what y'all did to the Latinos and the natives, they all looked like the so-called Negro. There's no coincidence as to why you used to call the Native Americans niggas. There's no coincidence. They used to look like us before Christopher Columbus and all them crackers came over here and did what they did to our women and our men. After they killed the men off, they just went on a oh God. When it says y'all crackers are a nation of fierce countenance, it wasn't playing, man. Yahawah sent us in the hands of a wicked people. And not only did we suffer, but the entire world suffered. All the animals suffered. The plant life suffered. You see what I'm saying? Everything's polluted. Everything is polluted. Huh? You got the air that's polluted. The water is polluted. Everything. Everything. Even space is polluted. You got space garbage, they call it. Space debris. Even space is is polluted, man. Y'all crackers just don't know how to stop. Y'all don't know how to stop, man. Let's get this started before I go off. This is Second Esdras. Let me get Second Esdras chapter 5 verse 22. And I'm going to read on down. It says, "And my soul recovered the spirit of understanding, and I began to talk with the Most High again, and said, O Lord, that beareth rule, O Lord, that bearest rule of every wood of the earth, and of all the trees thereof, thou hast chosen thee only one vine." Huh? Let's get into the mindset of the Most High. Let's get into the mindset for y'all so-called Christians out there, y'all goofy ass Christians that don't know a lick of scripture. Let's get into the mindset of the Most High, because he don't love everybody. You see what I'm saying? Y'all are full of it. Let's get into this. It says, "And said, O Lord, that bearest rule of every wood of the earth, and of all the trees thereof, thou hast chosen thee only one vine. And of all the lands of the whole world, thou hast chosen thee one pit. And of all the flowers thereof, one lily. And of all the depths of the sea, thou hast filled thee one river. And of all builded cities, thou hast hallowed Zion unto thyself. And of all the fowls that are created, thou hast named thee one dove. And of all the cattle that are made, thou hast provided thee one sheep. And among all the multitudes of people, thou hast gotten thee one people." See what I'm saying? It's talking about races. It's talking about races of people. You say what races? Let's see how non-racist the Most High is. Out of all the multitudes of races here, check this out. "And among all the multitudes of peoples, thou hast gotten thee one people. And unto this people whom thou lovest, thou gavest a law that is approved of all." Only the Israelites have been given the law, statutes, and commandments, as it is written in Psalms chapter 138. Psalms chapter 138, verse 19 and 20. Let's get that. It's only one people that he's dealing with. It's only one people that he's dealing with. I'm straying off course here, but it's only for a little bit. It's only for a little bit. My bad, Aki. My bad. It was Psalms chapter 147. My bad. Psalms 147, verse 19. It says, "He showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He hath not dealt so with any nation. And as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye Yahawah. He ain't dealing with nobody else. Never was, never will be. He will never be dealing with anyone other than Israel. Yasharallah. No one else. Same thing is reiterated over in the book of Joel. And all throughout the scriptures. Let's get this. Let's go to the next script. Actually, I'm right there. I'm right there. This is Psalms 148. Psalms 148, verse 1. I'm going to read on down. It says, Praise ye Yahawah. Praise ye Yahawah from the heavens. Praise him in the heights. Praise ye him. All his angels. Praise ye him. All his hosts. Praise ye him. Sun and moon. Praise ye him. All ye stars of light. Praise ye him, ye heavens of heavens, and ye waters that be above the heavens. Let them praise the name of Yahawah, for he commanded, and they were created. He hath also stabilized, he hath also established them forever and ever. He hath made a decree which shall not pass. Praise Yahawah from the earth, ye dragons in all deeps. Fire and hail, snow and vapor, stormy wind fulfilling his words, mountains and all hills, fruitful trees and all cedars, beasts and all cattle, creeping things and flying fowls. And flying fowls. All the beasts, all the creations, all the plant life, and all souls of men. And all souls of men are subject unto his rule. All of them. That's why it says every knee shall bow and every tongue shall confess. Either you want to believe that or not, or you want to accept that or not, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Huh? Let's get into the book of Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy chapter 32. Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 8. It says, when the Most High divided to the nations their inheritance, when he separated the sons of Edom, he set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel. The number of the children of Yasharallah, baby. Yasharallah. It's us. It's us. We have the true dominion over this planet. The planet was made for us. The planet is only for us to rule. It is only for us to rule. They never tell you about the Dark Ages. They never tell you the truth about it. Because if you did know about it, then you would know that the so-called Negro, Hispanic, and Native are of the regal class of people on this planet. We are a regal race of people. Why else do you see niggas walking around here with gold chains on, Hispanics walking around with gold necklaces, bracelets, and all this stuff on? Why? Because we are regal by nature. By nature. See what I'm saying? By nature. The Native Americans, so-called natives, they had gold. They had gold. They had land. They had all this stuff. Had all that stuff. You went over to El Dorado. So-called natives had all the gold, baby. Had all the gold. Our people are a regal class. That's just in our nature. Let's get back into the Apocrypha. This is Second Ezra chapter 6. Second Ezra chapter 6, verse 57. And now, O Lord, behold, these heathen, which have ever been which has ever been reputed as nothing, have begun to be lords over us, and to devour us. Let me say that again. And now, O Lord, behold, these ugly ass crackers that you're looking at right now, these heathen, which have ever been reputed as nothing, have begun to be lords over us and to devour us. But we, thy people, whom thou hast called thy firstborn, thy only begotten, and thy fervent lover, are given into their hands. If the world now be made for our sakes, why do we not possess an inheritance with the world? How long shall this endure? How long is this garbage going to continue? These ugly ass heathens slapping their lips together right next to the corpse of a lion that they decided to murder. Every time when you talk about the ecosystem of the planet, its biggest nemesis is the white man. So-called white man, white woman, they both in it. They are the Edomites. The Edomites are of the house of Esau. You see what I'm saying? And Esau is the one that pollutes all. This is his doing. I'm going to show you guys an article real quick. Hold tight. This is the article from boardpanda.com. It says animals invade cities as people quarantine themselves at home. When Esau ain't out in the streets, nature just comes out. Nature is going to be nature. Nature going to do what nature's going to do. You see, the Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, natives, we are naturally in tune with nature. That's also in our nature. To be in tune with wildlife, to be in tune with it, with our surroundings, that's another characteristic of the Israelites. Why? Because we are the Most High's chosen people. We are the Most High's chosen people. It's not just that so-called Negroes and Hispanics and natives. It's not just because we like to go to church all the time, or we like to pray all the time and all this stuff. No, man, it's not just that. You know what I'm saying? We naturally have a connection with nature itself. We naturally have a connection with the Most High. Why is that every time when something go down, we always praying? You see what I'm saying? Every time something go down, we finna forgive. We finna do this, we finna do that for the sake of not having pain in our midst. We don't like seeing people in pain. When it comes to us, when it comes to our own, we were taught to hate each other. By who? Esau, Edom. We were taught that way back in slavery. We was taught that. Taught that way back in Jim Crow, way back in Willie Lynch. During the Willie Lynch letter, whatever that was used. You see what I'm saying? They know how to break down righteousness. They know how to do that. Before conquistadors came over, you know what I'm saying? Our people were full of nature. Always. before Columbus came over, what happened? Came around these so-called natives. What did they say? They said, "No, don't kill more than you need to." Why? Because there's a balance. There's always a balance. The same way there's a balance with the Most High. The same exact way as it is written in Proverbs chapter 11, verse 1. There's always a balance, and the Israelites understand that balance. You went over to West Africa, what was we doing? Following laws and customs that date back to what? The scriptures. What does Esau do? Esau does the exact opposite. Esau kills for fun. Esau kills for sport. But what happens when Esau's out of the way? You see, it's only been just a few weeks. It's only been just a few weeks since we've been quarantined. Since everybody's been quarantined. It's only been a few weeks. People can't go outside the houses no more. What does that result in? That results in a massive decline in pollution of gas. You see what I'm saying? No more gas up in the air. That's a huge reduction in what? The noise that's out in the street. No more noise. There's noise all over the place. No more noise, man. No more noise. So what happens as a result? Nature is able to come back to normal. You about to see some stuff that you've never seen. That many people have never seen before. You know what I'm saying? Let me get into this article. It says, as quarantines roll out in a number of countries, people often bury themselves in movies, social media drama, or a good book. And once again, this is because of a quarantine. And it's not just in America. The nature itself is reacting globally. Globally. You've got nature, you got animals that's coming out, showing up in Italy because nobody's out in the street. You got animals showing up in Japan. You see what I'm saying? Over in India. You about to see that. You about to see that. This continues, says, while taking a walk outside is encouraged by some governments, as long as a distance from other people is maintained, a lot of people completely forget about the outer world. Well, nature, however, does its thing nonetheless, and people are noticing an unexpected outcome of the quarantine. In countries like Japan, Italy, and Thailand, people observed animals roaming the streets due to human absence. Like in Japan, where deer that are local to Nara Park were observed taking to the streets in search of food. Usually, the park is swarming with tourists, as the Sika deer living there are a local attraction. Tourists would usually buy crackers sold at the park meant specifically to feed the deer. However, as the number of visitors plummeted in recent weeks, the deer seem to have no choice but to wander out of their territory to find something to munch on. People in Nara, Japan, reported seeing deer that usually stay in the park roam out into the streets. Right? You got all the look at this. You see how when Esau and his influence is not in effect, that's when you see nature begin to flourish. That's when you start to understand, you start to see the beauty of nature. The beauty of nature. It says plenty of photos and videos of the deer roaming the streets of Nara emerged, with people responding either in shock or awe. Twitter user Demise, who posted a number of shots of the deer, reported finding the whole occasion amusing. And it is amusing. Look at that. Look at that. That's crazy. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. And this is how it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? This is how it's supposed to be. We're not supposed to. We're not supposed to be in in the state where we can't even communicate with the animals. You know what I'm saying? Everything has its balance. The herbs have their own balance. You know what I'm saying? For example, uh, uh, poppy poppy herbs. Those could be used to actually heal an ailment. Those could be used to heal an ailment over in Afghanistan. But what does Esau do? Esau goes over and steals that herb, brings it back over here, turns it into a drug that kills people. That's what Esau does. That's Esau Edom. Look at that. You got boar. You have boar coming out. You got beautiful horses like this. They're wild horses. Beautiful. Sheep, you got sheeps, you got sheep and goats coming out. You know what I'm saying? Let me get a scripture. Let me get a scripture. You see, when Esau is not in rulership, everything just, sort of balances itself out. You know what I mean? It just balances itself out. And beauty comes out, Let me see what I want. Let's get this. This is Job chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given unto the hands of the wicked. The earth is given unto the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Where and who is he? You know? The earth is given to these people's hands. They rule everything. They rule it all. They control it all. And because of that, everything suffers. Right now, the animals is just having a ball. The animals they're just having a great time. Let me show you a video. Let me show you a video. Are those not beautiful animals? Look at this thing.
बताओ नील गए थे देखते भागे हैं कुत्ते ने सोच रहा है पुरानी कौन सा
Yeah, it's astonishing, ain't it?
चलो यूं कब्रिस्तान में घूम
Yo, look at that. That looked like a gazelle or something. Look at that tail going crazy. My man having a great time. Look, he's like, man, I got all this room to myself. Baby. Look at all this grass I could just be eating. My man tail was going nuts.
Oh my god.
Damn. You even got cougars coming out. What is that? I think that's a badger. I think that might be a badger. Everything just feels everything just feels at ease, you know? Everything just feels peaceful. What is that? Is that a peacock? I think that might be a female peacock. I mean, if this ain't biblical, man. There's reindeer. Y'all gonna understand, man. At the end of the day, it's got to come right back. You got to come right back to balance. It's got to come right back to a balance, man. You guys straight buck out here.
देखिए जानवर सड़क पे आ चुके हैं ठीक है हमारे घर के सामने हुआ है ये रेंजर है बस डियर है बात जो कह रहा था ना वही बात मैं बोल ही रहा था कि जानवर आ जाएंगे
Yo, and that's the thing though, cause like you get all this bullshit about nature from textbooks. You can't teach nobody nature from textbooks. You know what I'm saying? You got to actually go out into nature in order to experience. You got to experience nature to know about nature, to learn about nature. You know what I'm saying? You can't just look inside of a nature book, you know, on 5,000 plants and herbs. No, you got to actually go out there and see what the herbs are and experience their properties and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? To know how herbs actually work. You know. That's a big old boar.
Bambi.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Rex Moore with the Motley Fool.
Damn, man, you seeing straight bucks come out here. Like you see, it's not rare to see deer. It's not rare to see deer come out in the open, but I have never seen. I've only seen once. You know what I'm saying? But it's a straight up buck out in the open, and not just one, but two. Damn. Damn. It's the birds. Yo, I didn't even know pigs can run that fast. Slack brother. These hats suck. There's the big male. It's like the deer are having an exodus.
What is this all about?
Yo, look at the horses. Man, everything. Hey, they all marching in solidarity, right? This is crazy. Those some beautiful horses, man. Cause you ain't got nobody on the beach that's polluting the beach right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Wow. You know, like I said, that's just from a few weeks of people staying inside their homes. That's just from a few weeks. You know what I'm saying? But there's a reason, because there's a reason why the Most High calls the nation of Edom the border of wickedness. You know what I'm saying? The nation of Edom, when it's talking about the nation of Edom, it's talking about the very race of people. And the Edomites are these so-called white people. You know what I'm saying? And you about to see why. You about to see why the Most High calls them that. Check this out. These jokers is trapping a whole bunch of whales. Watch what they do to them. I'm gonna read this verse again, man. You know what I'm saying? And if you're not hurt by looking at that, if you're not hurt by looking at that video, something is definitely wrong with you. Something is definitely wrong with you. This is, if you are Israelite looking at that video, something is wrong with you. Because I know there's Edomites that keep tabs on us Israelites that's putting out these videos and doing camps out there. You know what I'm saying? Reaching our people out on the streets. I know that Esau's watching us. You know what I'm saying? But if you're an Israelite looking at something like this, it's got to hurt you. It's got to hurt you inside. This is Job chapter 9, verse 24. It says, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Where is he? These people kill for sport. These people kill for sport. What do? They cover themselves up in blood. They cover themselves in blood and take selfies and whatnot. It's just it's a mess. It's a mess. But they got the nerve to sit here and say, well, why is God gonna judge the whole race? Why is he gonna do that? Because y'all all wicked. All of you. You're all wicked. You're sick. You're sick. You are the villain of this planet. You are the villain. The Israelites are the heroes. 1/3 of them. They are the heroes led by our King Yahawah HaMashiach, who's going to come and lay y'all asses out. This is Psalms chapter 82, verse 4. Chapter 82, verse 5. Psalms 82 and 5, it says, they know not. I'm going to start at verse 4. It says, deliver the poor and needy. Rid them out of the hand of the wicked. They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course. All the foundations of the earth are out of course. Man, you see this? All the foundations of the earth are out of course because of this people. These Edomites are wicked. They are sick. Look at how they disregard life. I can't leave y'all without this scripture. I got plenty of scriptures to go into, man. I ain't get started yet, man. But y'all got to get this. This is Malachi chapter 1, verse 4. Verse 3. I'm going to start at verse 3. Malachi chapter 1, verse 3 says, "And I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Whereas Edom saith, We are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate place and build the desolate places. Thus saith Yahawah of hosts, They shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness." The border of wickedness. And the people, not no individual. Well, I didn't do this, or I didn't put them in slavery, or my daddy didn't, or I don't know, my family. No. And the people, the race, against whom Yahawah has indignation forever. Forever. Let's look at indignation. Let's look at that word. Indignation. You gotta look up that word. Indignation. Let's see what the Strong says. Indignation. Strong's. Okay, so that's Strong's. H. 2194 says Zoam. So Zoam. The word origin says a prim, a root. To be indignant. Abhor, angry. He abhors them. He's angry with them. Become enraged. Cursed, denounced indignant, indignation. Here we go, man. Here we go. Abhor, abominable. Be angry and defy, have indignation. What? What? To be enraged? Are you kidding me, man? Are you kidding me? It says the border of wickedness, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Yahawah has indignation forever. Yahawah shall be enraged by these people forever. Why? You just saw why. You just saw why he hates so-called white people. You've seen it. The moment I started this video, you saw why the Most High Yahawah hates this race of people. You have seen it. I don't care what anybody say. They always say, well, black people are the most violent. Black people. Nope. You got the FBI files that'll tell you otherwise. Boy, you've got nature. You got nature that will testify against your broke ass. Yup. I gotta get this. God. And I hate what the Most High hates. I hate what the Most High hates. You don't like that, man, you can eat a fat one, boy. You can eat a fat one. This is Revelations chapter 11, verse 18. Revelations 11:18. It says, and the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come. The nations are pissed off at America right now. What is America doing? You see, it's clear that America was behind this virus. It's clear that they was behind it. It's clear that they had a hand in it. You know what I'm saying? Bill Gates had the patent for it. All this stuff, and the whole world sees this. The whole world sees this. This is getting closer and closer to World War III, man. Because what do you think is going to happen? Because all these nations will see that America was behind this. America was behind this. That's why it says the rivers of Euphrates will be dried up and ready for the for the troops, for the kings of the east. It's coming, man. It's coming because they pissed at America. They pissed off at America. Said the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants, the prophets, and to the saints, and them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth. Who fits that bill? Who fits that bill? Because if the nations are angry at this one nation that's doing it, well then who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Huh? Esau's the Arabs. Esau's the Arabs. Oh, okay. So all the nations are pissed off at Aaron. Excuse me. All the nations are pissed off at the Arabs because of what? The virus. What? Did they go around killing and endangering for fun? Is that what the Arabs did? If you want to say that Esau's the Arabs, because clearly, you know what? Let's just keep going. Let's just keep going. Let's just keep going. Let's get another precept. The whole earth is out of course because of this people. The whole earth is out of course because of them. Because of them. And y'all dumbass niggas want to protect them? Y'all outside your mind, man. Y'all outside your mind. There is such a thing as insanity. And insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over again, expecting a different result. No, it's not going to be no different result if you keep doing the same thing over and over again. We've been trying to be their friends. We've been trying to hold their hands. We've been trying to forgive these people. We have been trying to be their friends. The same thing has been going on for how many hundreds of years. And every single time, there just happens to be this moment where it just pokes out. It just pokes out where they show that they hate you. You know, they try to contain it as much as they can. But every now and again, you see it just, I didn't mean what I said. No, you said what you meant. You said what you meant. You called that girl a nigger. Huh? You called that man over there a spick. You called that brother a long dreaded nigger. Huh? No, it always peaks out. It always peaks out. At times when they just really start boiling up inside, they've got to release it. It's like a volcano. It's bubbling. It's got a lot of heat up in there. Sometimes you get that little tss, tss that come out. That's it. When you see those little pockets of racist attitudes that come out towards the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Natives, that's what's going on. It's that same thing. They can't control it. It's in their nature. It's in their nature. It's in their nature to kill. It's in their nature to oppress. It's in their nature. The same way it is in our nature to be one with nature, to be one with you know the beasts of the field, the fowls of the air. It's in our nature to love. It's in our nature to forgive. It's in our nature. It's in our nature. This is Hosea chapter 4 verse 2. Chapter 4 verse 2 says, by swearing and lying and killing and stealing. Does this not does this not fit Esau right here? Does this not fit Esau right here? You see, right now we going precept upon precept. This is what they've done. By swearing and lying and killing and stealing and committing adultery, they break out, and blood touches blood, and blood toucheth blood. And y'all have been doing nothing but wickedness around this world. Y'all got to pay for that. Y'all got to pay for that. Let me get Jeremiah chapter 12. This Jeremiah chapter 12 verse 4. It says, and how long shall the land mourn, and the herbs of every field wither, for the wickedness of them that dwell therein? The beasts are consumed, and the birds, because they said, he shall not see our last end. That's what these Edomites have thought. These Edomites thought, well, we've been getting away with it so far, and we have the greatest military on the planet. Nobody can stop us. Nobody can fight us. Nobody can end this ruling. Nobody can end this rulership. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, let me get a precept on that. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verse 11. Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verse 11 says, because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. That's what's been going on this whole time. This whole time, these people have thought, well, we haven't been punished yet. You know, like every time when these jokers, well, I didn't do it. Well, I didn't put anybody in slavery. You know what I'm saying? Then you ask them, well, did the people who did this to us, did they pay? No, but well, then you got to pay. Well, then you got to pay, because you know the answer to that. They have not paid, therefore you got to pay. As it is written in Isaiah chapter 14, verse 21, you got to pay. You have got to pay. Ezekiel 18 and 18, you've got to pay, damn it. You have to. You have to. If they ain't pay, their bill goes down to you. You got to pay that bill. Let me continue on here. Let me go to 2nd Ezra chapter 11, verse 41. This is a good one. Check this out. 2nd Ezra chapter 11, verse 41. For the earth hast thou not judged with truth. For the earth hast thou not judged with truth. These Edomites rule in everything. These Edomites rule in everything. No, these crackers are not the Arabs. No, it's not the Arabs. They are these so-called white people, and they've been ruling the entire planet. It's just that your cooning ass don't want to accept that. Verse 41 again. 2nd Ezra chapter 11, verse 41. For the earth hast thou not judged with truth. For thou hast afflicted the meek, Thou hast hurt the peaceable, thou hast loved liars, and destroyed the dwellings of them that brought forth fruit, and hast cut down the walls of such as did thee no harm. Therefore is thy wrongful dealing come up unto the highest, and thy pride into the mighty. The highest also hath looked upon the proud times, and behold, they are ended, and his abominations are fulfilled. Verse 45. And therefore appear no more, thou eagle. Thou eagle. Uh-oh. Thou eagle? Who's the eagle? Who are we talking about here? Who are we talking about here? Nor thy horrible wings, nor thy wicked feathers, nor thy malicious heads, nor thy hurtful claws, nor all thy vain body. Y'all gotta tell me something. Who that eagle? Who that eagle? Somebody gotta help me. Somebody gotta help me, damn it. Who is that eagle? Verse 45, and therefore appear no more, thou eagle, nor thy horrible wings, nor thy wicked feathers, nor thy malicious heads, nor thy hurtful claws, nor all thy vain body. Let me get a precept that's going to kill this one. Let me get a precept right here. This is Ezekiel chapter 17, verse 1. It says, and the word of Yahawah came unto me, saying, Son of man, put forth a riddle, and speak a parable unto the house of Israel. Unto who? Unto the house of Yasharallah. We gotta bring this riddle forth. Bring out this riddle and tell Yasharallah, because this is one big fat freaking warning. Tell them and say, verse 3, and say, thus saith Yahawah power, a great eagle with great wings, long-winged, full of feathers, which had diverse colors. What diverse colors? The red, white, and blue, baby. The red, white, and blue. Which had diverse colors, came unto Lebanon and took the highest branch of the cedar. Boy, I can't. There's so much in this. But I gotta keep going, man. I gotta keep going. I just had to bring that out. Who's that eagle? Who's that eagle with diverse colors and sharp talons? Who's that eagle? Who's that? Are they not prideful like this? Are they not prideful? Standing up, head high. Though thou set thy nest like as high as the stars, damn it. Thou set thy nest among the stars. That pride has got to come down, man. It's got to. It's got to. The Most High would not be a just God if he allowed this to continue, man. It's Jeremiah. Let me get Jeremiah. Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 7. Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 7. It's a reason why y'all have been placed up to be as high-minded and prideful as you are. That because the Most High has got to make an example. The Most High has got to make an example. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. You see what I'm saying? The higher you are, the more gravity gonna hang on your ass. Gravity is gonna take you down, and it's not gonna be pretty. It is not gonna be pretty. This is Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 7. The lion is come up from his thicket, and the destroyer of the Gentiles is on his way. He's on his way. Why else do they have to get all this space force? They got to get the Space Force ready. Because they know that he's coming. He's coming with his chariots, who you jokers ignorantly call UFOs. He's coming with his chariots. And the whole host of the army. It's going to be thousands, it's going to be tens of thousands, it's going to be hundreds of thousands. Y'all going to see these chariots, man. It's going to be a straight up invasion, as it is written in Habakkuk. Let me get that, man. Let me get that. It ain't going to be pretty for you. It ain't going to be pretty. Habakkuk chapter 3 verse 16. When I heard, my belly trembled. My lips quivered at the voice. Rottenness entered into my bones. And I trembled in myself, that I might rest in a day of trouble. In a day of trouble. When he cometh up unto the people. Who is this he? Yahawah Shai HaMashiach Wamalak. Yes. Yahawah Shai coming. When he cometh up unto the people. Who's the people? The Gentiles that is said he's going to be destroying. He will invade them with his troops. With his troops. Boy, it's going to be a straight up bloodbath, baby. Straight up bloodbath. Why? Because y'all are wicked as hell. Y'all are wicked as hell. Y'all kill and kill and kill and kill. Y'all rape, y'all rob, y'all murder. That's all y'all love to do. That's all y'all know how to do. Because that's what's in your nature. That's what's in your nature. Yep. That is what's in your nature. Let me get a precept. This is John. This is the book of John, chapter 10, verse 10. It says, the thief cometh. The thief cometh not, but for to steal and to kill and to destroy. Uh-oh. What has this great eagle been doing? Look at every nation on the planet. There's a U.S. Army base in every nation. What do? They go in. What do they take? What do they profess? What do they trick you with? Huh? They go over there to steal your land, to steal your oil, to steal your resources. Huh? They go in there to steal, right? But to steal and to kill, what happened? What happened after 9/11? There was nothing but a trail of bodies. Once America's army went through your land, there was nothing but a trail of armies. A trail of bodies, excuse me. A trail of bodies. What? But for to steal and to kill and to destroy. What did they destroy? They destroyed the entire culture of that place that they went into. They destroyed the culture of Iraq. They destroyed the culture of Libya. They destroyed the culture of Afghanistan and Pakistan. They destroyed the culture of Syria this very second. They are destroying the entire world. That's what they do. When they went over in China, they did what? They destroyed the culture of that land. And they went into Japan. What did they do? They went and they destroyed the culture of that land. Huh? What? It says that the nations are drunk with the wine of this whore. They are drunk with the wine that this bitch gave to them. That's Lady Liberty. What did they come with? They came with democracy. And that very democracy destroyed the fabric of their societies. But that's America. That's America. This is Second Thessalonians. Second Thessalonians. Second Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 7. For the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he who now letteth will let, until he be taken out of the way. Let's look this up. Let's find out what this means, what this word letteth mean. Let's find that out. My bad. Let's find that out. Let's see what we got. Second Thessalonians chapter 2. Chapter 2, verse 7. And let's look in the Strongs. Letteth. Alright. The word letteth. Strong's 727:22. Strong's 27:22 says katecho. Katecho. That's Greek. Katecho. Katecho. To hold fast. To hold back. To hold back. To bind, to arrest. To take possession of. To lay hold of. To detain, to restrain. To hold a ship, to keep its head. Boy, afflicted. Uh-oh, whoa. Hold up. What did it say? Afflicted, bound. Did they not afflict the Israelites? Did they not bind the Israelites? Are they not holding us firmly? Do they not occupy these lands all around the world illegally? Do they not possess the possessions of everyone else's gold, everyone else's resources and oil? Is that not what they do? Do they not possess it and restrain people? Suppress knowledge? Is that not what this eagle does? You see, when you actually get into these scriptures, man, everything just makes sense. Everything makes sense. These Christians don't do that. These so-called Christians, they do not do that. They do not do that. And that's what's wrong with them. That's what's wrong with them. That's why they go around, walk around like zombies and stuff like that. That's why all of a sudden they're coming up on these videos and stuff like that to see these prophets, to see the brothers that's been out there on the street corners that they've been mocking and that they've been scoffing. Now all of a sudden they jumping up on videos, asking questions and whatnot, because your pastor ain't been telling you nothing. It's pathetic out here. It's pathetic. Y'all don't do no studying for yourselves, though. Check this out. It says, let me say that one more time. Let me read that one more time. It says, for the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he who now letteth, who now restraineth, who now possess, who now bind, who now oppress, right? Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. This cracker's got to be taken out of the way. In order for the entire world to be healed again, in order for the entire world to have prosperity again, and the only way for nature to run its course again, Esau must be taken out of the way. These so-called white people, these so-called Caucasians, these crackers must go. There's no other way, man. There is none. Let me get Job chapter 24. Job chapter 24, verse 23. It says, though it be given him to be in safety, whereon he resteth, yet his eyes are upon their ways. They are exalted for a little while, but are gone and brought low. That's exactly what's going to happen to y'all. Y'all Edomites is finna be brought low. They are taken out of the way as all others. They're going to be taken out of the way as all the others. Just like the Assyrian Empire, just like the Greek Empire, the Roman Empire, the Babylonian Empire, all these other empires, the same thing's going to happen to you. Just the way they fell, you going to fall too. Just like Egypt fell, you going to fall too. But this time, it's going to be the mother of all turnovers. It's going to be the mother of a spectacle. That's how it's going to happen. That they are taken out of the way as all others, and cut off as the top of the ears of corn. And if it be not so now, who will make me a liar and make my speech nothing worth? Boy, if this thing ain't gonna happen, call Job a liar. Call the Most High a liar for inspiring him to put it in paper. Call the Most High a liar. Because his word can't go back to him void. These crackers finna get brought down. They gonna be taken out, man. It's over for them. It's over. Let me get Proverbs. Proverbs chapter 29 verse 2 says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. And not just the people, but the planet, nature itself, the plant life, the animals, the birds, the beasts, they all gonna rejoice. See, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bears rule, the people mourn. Look all around you. Look all around you. People are in mourning. People are in mourning. People homeless, people broke out here, people starving out here. It's nothing but death out here. Why? Because the wrong people are in rulership. The wrong people are in rulership. And ain't no Chinese gonna rule after this. Ain't no Chinese gonna rule after this. No. No, no, no. This is the last kingdom. This is the last global rulership. Next up is the Israelites. And that rulership is not going to stop. It's going to remain that way forever, forever, and ever, and ever. Isaiah chapter 21. Let me get Isaiah chapter 21. Verse 2. It says, a grievous vision is declared unto me. The treacherous dealer dealeth treacherously. The treacherous dealer dealeth treacherously. And the spoiler spoileth. Go up, O Elam, besiege, O Medea. All the sighing thereof have I made to cease. And that's exactly what's going to happen. He said, go up, O Elam. Go up and besiege, O Medea. You're going to see it. You're going to see it. You're going to see Pakistan come after America. You're going to see Iran come after America. You're going to see China, Russia come after America. You're going to see all these jokers aim their cannons right at this great whore that sits on many waters. You're going to see it aimed right at Lady Liberty, and this eagle's wings is finna get clipped. This eagle's wings is about to get clipped. It's about damn time. It's about damn time. And all y'all niggas that want this place to continue on for another 10, 15, 20, 30 years, however time you trying to push it towards, you gonna die too. Because your cooning ass can't come back to the kingdom. You can't come back to the kingdom, man. It's over. It's over. Let these crackers go. Let them go and let them face the judgment that's coming toward them. Let them face that. You've been doing nothing but killing, destroying, and stealing everybody's lands, and all these low-level Edomites have been justifying it. Let them all perish in that pride. And if your goofy ass want to continue to hold hands with them, you gonna die too. This is Sirach chapter 10 verse 8. Because of unrighteous dealings. What was that in Isaiah? Isaiah 21:2. A grievous vision is declared unto me. The treacherous dealer dealeth treacherously. Sirach chapter 10 verse 8. Because of these unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. It's over for these Edomites. The Israelites have next. The Israelites are going to rule next. As it is written. Let me get this. I'm rushing, man, so I can close this out, but let's get this, man. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 6. Chapter 6, verse 7. It says, Then answered I and said, What shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall be the end of the first, and the beginning of it that followeth? And he said unto me, From Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. If these so-called Arabs are supposed to be Edom, if these so-called Arabs are supposed to be the descendants of Esau, then why the fuck are they not ruling right now? Why are they the ones getting their ass kicked? Why are they not the ones that created this virus? Why are they not the ones? Why are they not the ones with an army base in everybody's backyard? Why? Why are these Arabs not the one that's doing all this? Huh? Thank you. Thank you. Sick of that crap. Sick of all this cooling garbage, man. You gonna die along with your lovers. You gonna die along with these Edomites. You gonna die with them. Let it be so. And let it be so, because we can't have none of that coon and garbage come back with us to the kingdom, because all it's going to be is another Dathan and another Korah incident, and we ain't having that, man. We ain't having that. We ain't having that. We've had enough people made example of. If y'all ain't get it by now, then it's over with. Then it's over with. This is Romans chapter 8, verse 19, because everything's about to come right back into balance. Everything's about to come right back into the rightful place where it's supposed to be. Romans chapter 8, verse 19, for the earnest expectation of the creature waited for the manifestation of the sons of Yahawah. And that's what the rest of this world is waiting for. All the animals, all the plant life, all the beasts and the fowls and the birds of the air, everything is sitting there patiently waiting. They are waiting for the sons of Israel to come back and reclaim our rightful place as the rulers of this planet. And our sisters will come under our rulership and our authority and our power. All women will be subject unto us, and we will be subject unto our King Yahawah, as he is subject under his God, under our God, Yahawah. There's always an order. There's always an order. Always in order. It's the Most High, then his son Yahawah, then man, then woman, and then our children. There's always an order. Let me get this. This is Hosea chapter 2, verse 18, because what's going to happen is we going to get a new covenant. A brand new covenant for these goofy ass Christians that's sitting here talking about we're under a new covenant now. We're under a new covenant. Following T.D. Jakes and Creflo Dollar and Joel Osteen and them. Y'all stupid. We ain't under no new covenant. Because if we were, then there would be no war. If we were, there would be no famine. If we were, then there would be no pestilence. There would be no sickness. If we were, then the king would be on his throne, but he's not yet. That comes after the kingdom is established. Do you understand that? If we was under the new covenant, we would be able to speak to the animals again. But we're not able to, are we? This is Hosea chapter 2, Let me get Hosea chapter 2, verse 18. You can read for the new covenant over in Jeremiah 31, verse 31. This is Hosea chapter 2, verse 18. And in that day will I make a covenant for them with the beasts of the field, and with the fowls of heaven, and with the creeping things of the ground. And I will break the bow and the sword and the battle out of the earth, and will make them to lie down safely. It's going to be nothing but peace out here. Nothing but peace. Let me get a few more precepts and I'm out of here. This is Isaiah. Let me get Isaiah. Isaiah chapter 11. Isaiah chapter 11, verse 6. Says, the wolf also shall dwell with the lamb, and the leopard shall lie down with the kid, and the calf and the young lion and the fatling together, and a little child shall lead them. And a little child shall lead them. Verse 7, and the cow and the bear shall feed, their young ones shall lie down together, and the lion shall eat straw like an ox. And the suckling child shall play on the hole of the asp, and the weaning child shall put his hand on the cockatrice's den. They shall not hurt nor destroy in all my holy mountain, for the earth shall be full of the knowledge of Yahawah, as the waters cover the sea. Woo, that's gonna be beautiful, man. You telling me that I'm gonna be playing around with a panther. I'm just gonna be chilling with a couple hyenas. We just gonna be having a ball. We just gonna be having a ball. I can pick up a snake and not be worried because it ain't gonna bite me. Boy, you telling me that's gonna be wonderful, wonderful. But it can only come once this eyesore gets out the way. It can only come once Esau is put down, once these crackers is taken out. That's the only way it can happen. This is Job chapter 5 verse 23. For thou shalt be in league with the stones of the field, and the beasts of the field shall be at peace with thee. Alright? I'm going to cut this short, man. But y'all need to understand. Nature is going to be put back in balance. You see what I'm saying? Nature is going to be put back in balance. The oceans are going to be clear again. We're going to make Esau clean up them oceans. We're going to make Esau clean these fields. We're going to make Esau pick up all this garbage, clean this pollution. The air is going to be clean again. The streams are going to be clear again. The trees are going to grow and flourish again. The Most High is going to bring back all the exotic animals that Esau felt the overwhelming need to extinct. It's going to be beautiful, man. It's going to be beautiful. Let me get another scripture before I get up out of here. This is Isaiah chapter 13. Isaiah chapter 13, verse 19. Isaiah chapter 13, verse 19. In Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees, excellency, shall be as when Yahawah overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. It shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in. Neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation, neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. But wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures, and owls shall dwell there, and satyrs shall dance there. And the wild beasts of the islands shall cry in their desolate place, in their desolate houses, and dragons in their pleasant palaces. And her time is near to come, and all her days shall not be prolonged. Isaiah chapter 14, verse 7. I'm going to start at verse 6. Isaiah 14:6 says, He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, y'all Americans, he who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted, and none hindereth. Nobody's going to stop it. Nobody going to stop it. This place is going to be destroyed. No ifs, ands, or buts. Verse 7, the whole earth is at rest. The whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing. Yeah, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, Since thou art laid down, no fellow has come up against us. Call Allah, Yahawah, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Habakakwadash. Shalom to the brothers out there that's pushing the truth, that's laboring the word, and that's pushing the gospel of the great kingdom that's soon to come. Shalom to the sisters out there, that's listening in and remaining true to the faith and remaining faithful to their husbands and guiding their children in truth and righteousness and meekness and humility. Shalom to the 12 tribes that are scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the planet. Peace and blessings to you all. Shalom, barakatah.